Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. This is a special unboxing video, partly because it's a teen unboxing video, and those are extra special because I just love the teen books and I love to look at the covers, but also specifically this is just like a huge box of teen books. So I'm very excited about it, and I think it's a good way. We're just like sliding into fall here, so we will be very prepared for winter. It's still some pandemic action going on out there, and I think it will be a lot of time to just stay home and read books, and we are going to be here for you to keep you supplied. So, do. The first one in my box is The Inheritance Game. She came from nothing. They have everything. Let the games begin. This is about a girl who randomly gets named in a billionaire's will, and then it turns out he has many attractive grandsons, and they have all been disinherited, and she gets all the money, but there's like all kinds of tricks going on, and it's by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. April Henry, Eyes of the Forest. You can see a girl's face and then a cabin back here. Definitely some sort of thriller horror vibe. Oh, interesting. Bridget found refuge in R.M. Halden's epic fantasy series, Swords and Shadows, as her mom was losing her battle with cancer. And she cared about the series and not the author, but then she met the author and impressed him by knowing so much about the series, and now he has gone missing, and she's trying to figure out what happened to him. I love this. I feel like there's a lot of books out there about missing girls, and I really like that this is a book about a girl who's trying to find someone who's missing. So, Dark and Shallow Lies by Ginny Myers Sain. In this town, magic runs deep, but secrets run deeper. Ooh, it takes place in Louisiana. It says it's the worst place to be if you have someone to hide, because it's the small town is the self-proclaimed psychic capital of the world. Oh no. So this actually, it's kind of funny because I just said that, and this has a missing girl named Alora Pellerin, and it's the main character's best friend, and she disappeared 6 months earlier. And as she digs around, she discovers that everybody in the town is hiding something. Seems tough if it's the psychic capital of the world, but maybe if you live there, you can kind of get around that. Oh my gosh. Woo! Okay, this is called Let's Talk About It. I love this. I'm very pro this in life in general. Like if there's something difficult, like let's talk about it. It's by Erika Moen, Matthew Nolan, and it's the Teen's Guide to Sex, Relationships, and Being a Human. The cover's really, really sweet, and I mean, I think you probably have got it, but really, just glancing through here, like lots of uncomfortable things that maybe you're not going to want to ask your parents directly. There's the chapters just seem like they name a lot of them, so. Yes, that's good. It's a good resource to have. And, you know, I know there's the internet, but the internet can be confusing, and you can get a lot of weird answers on there, and you don't know if they're right. And at least you know with a book that, you know, it's been edited and, yeah, quality control. Gods and Monsters by Shelby Mahurin. The author of Blood and Honey, but is this series or not a series? We have to figure that out. Okay, so she wrote the Serpent and Dove trilogy, and I think is this in the trilogy, or is this must be the last book in the trilogy? Oh, and it's got a nice map. So if you have been following this trilogy and you are excited, here is the third and final book. I mean, because it's a trilogy. Sometimes people do keep going, though. Sugartown Queens by Malla, Nunn. So it says her other book won the Los Angeles Times Book Prize for Young Adult Literature. That's nice. 15-year-old Amandla's mother's always been strange. She's a white woman living in Sugartown, one of South Africa's infamous shanty towns. Oh, it takes place in South Africa. I like that. She has visions. She won't tell anybody about her past. Amandla doesn't know about her father. Oh, wow. So then she finds a mysterious address at the bottom of her mother's purse along with cash and decides to get some answers about her mom's life. I love that this takes place in South Africa, and that it sounds like it's going to deal with a lot of racial issues, which I think is interesting because we have so much of that in our country, and then it's interesting to read about it in another country that also has a lot of dark history on that area, and then but you get a different perspective. Ooh, wow. Oh my gosh, this cover is amazing. It's called The Dead in the Dark by Courtney Gould. And like the faces have this like weird smoky thing going on that's super creepy. The dark has been waiting and it won't stay hidden any longer. Something is wrong in Snakebite, Oregon. Teenagers are disappearing and some are turning up dead. The weather isn't normal. It's true everywhere now. And all fingers point to TV's most popular ghost hunters who have just come to town. So there's ghost hunters. The daughter comes there with her. So her dads are the two ghost hunters. She's there with her dads. And then everybody's sort of shunning them, but she's trying to get answers to figure out about the disappearances. Ooh, another spooky one. It's called The Woods Are Always Watching by Stephanie Perkins, a very popular teen author. Ooh, it says, bears aren't the only predators in these woods. Okay, so best friends. They spent high school as outsiders, but they had each other. Now college, they're going to be 2,000 miles apart, and this is their one chance to be together, a 3-day hike deep into the woods of the Pisgah National Forest. Oh, but they have tensions, and then it sounds like there's also scary stuff in the woods. Of course there's going to be scary stuff in the woods. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this one because I'm friends with Margie just like through internet stuff, but she is so fun and nice, and I love the cover of her book, and this is her first novel. I feel like I just want to like ooh and ah. I'm so excited. I haven't read it yet, so I'm very excited to read it. It's a surprise, and basically it's a little hard. I don't know if you can see on the video, but here's the girl, and then here there's kind of like a silky guy in the shadow. Vampires, Hearts, and Other Dead Things, and it's about a girl whose dad is diagnosed with terminal cancer, and they were both very obsessed with the undead since the first vampire revealed his existence on live TV. This is not something that really happened. This is something that happened in the book. And so they have always been very focused on finding a vampire together. But then her dad gets diagnosed with terminal cancer. And so she decides she's going to find a vampire, become a vampire, and then save her dad. And so she travels to New Orleans. So sad. But also just like I've heard such good things about this book, and I'm very excited to read it and very excited for Margie. So yay! That is my box. That is this is like such a big, beautiful pile of books. Look at this. And that is my video. I'll be back with more.